Cop behind me. Police or someone just blockading.
Interesting. Yeah.
Good, thanks. How are you?
I've spoken to you yet?
No.
I'm Dom Savoy from Road Policing Task Force. Do you have your driver's licence handy there?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're just doing some licence checks and breath testing tonight.
Yep.
You haven't had any alcohol in the last 12 hours?
No.
Perfect. One big breath for me through the mouthpiece here till I say stop. Screening that we do is also saliva testing, roadside drug testing. You done one of these with the police before?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, it's not too hard. Minutes, I'll bring your licence back.
Yep.
Might be too long, so if this car moves off, just move up a little bit towards the intersection there.
Okay, thank you.
Might be long.
Good, how are you?
Looked after?
Yeah, just waiting for my license.
Waiting for something?
Yep. So many of the vests, like they're not quite sure what's going on. Thank you.
Go away.
Thanks.
See you later.
See ya.
Just mind the police officer.
Yep.
That can't be a random chat.
No, no, that's
They
targeted.
know what's going on.
Wait, so this is the place?
The meeting point is just here, McDonald Road.
So, good morning everyone. Our job today is to peacefully and non-violently raise awareness of the inherent cruelty in the animal agriculture industry. Please listen very carefully and do not deviate from these instructions. The success of the event depends on us. Aussie Farms is committed to being supportive, inclusive and respectful of all beings. This means they will not tolerate abuse, hate speech, discrimination or discriminatory language being used. This will be a completely non-violent protest. Under no circumstances will violence or retaliation from our side be acceptable. Please remain peaceful and calm. Do not use inflammatory language. Do not respond to provocation. If you see a fellow activist being aggressive, please ask them to stop immediately and let one of the safety marshals know. There is to be no shouting or chanting. This is a silent and peaceful protest.
We need to turn off the phones because there is a real threat of tracking our phones. So we need to turn them off on the flight mode and turn them on the flight mode and then turn your phones off. The success for the movement will depend on what we do here. And we're just here to expose those atrocities that actually happen in the animal ag industry. Okay, so that's what we're doing. What they don't want to show, we're just going to show the public. Any questions?
Yeah. Just use signal. Just use signal just in case. Alright, so.
That's not where we're going.
That's not where we're going. What?
Cop behind me, fuck.
Hey sir,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, thanks, how are you?
Timothy, is it?
Yep.
No. Stop with test. That's a random breath test. Registration check.
Yep.
This one. Passengers you got in here?
3.
You ID on your mate?
Just 2.
You get your IDs as well, thanks. Please require and directed prior specimen of breath for a test. Place the mouth of the mouthpiece device and blow directly and continuously through that mouthpiece. And told to stop by me, you understand that?
Yep.
Okay, so
So you knew my name before you even.
yeah. I think I can turn airplane mode off. They clearly know where we are, right? I mean, they know what we're doing, dude. Like,
This is the last time we see him.
so what happened there?
Just a couple of questions.
James?
So how many paws?
Dude.
Stay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
get going.
See you soon.
We'll see you down there.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
They're just gonna sit us here forever. That guy doesn't look like one of us, does he?
Are those farmers? I think those are the farmers.
Holy shit.
Let's go out then.
So we need to watch out for the guy behind us. But last time they slashed our tires, and we just need to kind of keep an eye on everyone that's on this side. Everybody, by the way, just keep a big eye out for anyone that we don't know that's on this side because they can slash our tires like they did at MTV. So keep an eye out, please.
Yeah. So we're here because there is basically the food industry does not provide any transparency in terms of the reality of what goes on in these places.
Mate.
Like I said, that goes in the news, you're fucked.
Right now.
If he doesn't understand.
Oh, we're all out front. We can't go down until they're all leave. Oh, there's this video of Mushy tackling the sheep. Well, not tackling, holding it.
You should see what he does to other people. Is that you?
Huh? No, that's Trav.
So would you like to see an end to slaughterhouses? Is that
definitely? Yeah, I mean, have a look at the scenes on the video. I don't think anyone's really acceptable with how the animals are killed, and the fact that we shouldn't really be killing animals at all.
What do you say to producers that supply these sort of places?
I think the time is now to look at transitioning away from animal agriculture. I mean, for environmental reasons as well as the animal ethical reasons, we need to start that transition now.
Yeah.
The basis of it.
And for those that are watching at home that don't know a lot about this industry or the vegan movement or anything, is there any cruelty in the abattoir?
No. And these people care about animals and they understand livestock.
Well, you care about someone, you want their safety, you want their happiness, you want them to be good, to be healthy, to be happy, most importantly. And there's no happy animal inside the slaughterhouses. You go on the kill floor, you watch the footage, no, not a single animal is happy about what's going on. Obviously, some people think that it's possible to care about these animals while you're killing them at the same time, but that's just, you would never bring your dog to a slaughterhouse when you have to euthanize them because they're too old. You actually take them to a vet to euthanize them. If human slaughter was such like a thing that actually existed, people would bring their dogs to slaughterhouses when they're old. I'm not here to say who's an animal lover and who's not. A lot of people inside might actually be animal lovers, but they just haven't made the connection the same way others have. They might care about animals and think that this is something they have to do for survival. It's just misinformation. It's propaganda of the meat and dairy and egg industries, animal exploitation industry in general. They just lie to the public to make them think that they actually have to do this when it's completely unnecessary. And so I wouldn't argue that no one here loves animals. I would definitely argue that there's no such thing as loving someone and killing them as well. That's why we're not violent here. We're talking to the people who work here. If we see that they're open to chat with us, we're always happy to chat with them. Again, we're not against them, we're against the fact that this is something going on in the 21st century when it's completely unnecessary, so we're against the business of animal exploitation.
We believe most Australians are opposed to animal cruelty. but are simply unaware that they are funding it every time they purchase meat, dairy, eggs and other animal products. The reality of these facilities is intentionally hidden from consumers through a total lack of transparency.
Apparently there's police here now.
I think they negotiated 3 lambs.
Yeah,
That's what I just heard.
that's why.
True.
Tell me what's happening with the sheep that you've got back at the Charlie.
Right, so the sheep will be coming back with us to Farm Animal Rescue, which is a sanctuary for farmed animals. They're going into a quarantine area that we have set up there, and they'll eventually, of course, join the rest of the flock that we have at the sanctuary there.
How many sheep are you taking from this?
3.
And you've got people locked on in there. What's happening?
The people are no longer locked on, so this was part of the agreement that they came to for leaving. So I can't see, but I imagine they're probably coming down the...
We managed to rescue 3 lambs, and more importantly, we've raised awareness on the inherent cruelty that happens to animals used for food and for other purposes. We call on industry to please be transparent. What happens there is not humane, it's not ethical. There's no such thing as free-range organic. What we do to animals is unconscionable and it needs to stop.
There are people saying that what you're doing is illegal. What do you say to people that think you shouldn't be doing this?
I say that we're doing what has to be done.
Was there ever any violence or aggression?
No, we are only peaceful and non-violent. We had, somebody got one of the signs?
Yes.
That's what we had.
There's been obviously a lot of talk on social media about where this was going to happen, when it was going to happen, who was going to be affected by it.
There was, wasn't there?
Do you think that this is causing fear in the farming industry, and what do you think of what it's causing in the farming industry?
I think the fear that's being caused is because they operate in secrecy, and that's what we want to call attention to. We all know deep inside that hurting animals is wrong, and there's no way to ethically use animals.
Have police given you any reason for why you haven't been fined?
It was a peaceful negotiation. That's what it was. There was no fighting, there was no arguing. It was a peaceful negotiation. They were respectful, we were respectful, and this is the end result.
Were you ever concerned that you would be fined or arrested?
There's always that concern.